It's Thursday, and to the best I can remember, it's the 11th of April. We are in the corner of a road. One straight on goes to Walleroo. One to the left goes to Kadina, where we're going to go this morning. But the one to the right goes to Tickera. There's been a fair bit of traffic using it, so I'm thinking, right, let's go to Tickera and have a look at that. It's only 14k up the road, 14k back. I've got to stay in the area because I've got to go to Port Broughton again tomorrow and get those new tyres put on. So why not do what everyone else does? And we're going to go to Tickera and have a boat peep. It is 8:38 in the AM. Okay, I did it again. I turned off the power and the battery went flat in the camera. So we're going through Tickera. We're about to go down and check out the boat ramp. Because Tickera looks like a fishing village and the boat ramp is where it'll all be, I'd suggest. I guess there's a lot of people who actually work here who go into town to work as well. They live here and go into town to work as well. It looks lovely out there today, doesn't it? Okay, the barbecues are around to the right here. Electric barbecues. It tells us. No camping, no through road. I do that every time. I take what we can turn around. We're going to have to be able to turn around. Well, that house there is obviously a private residence. It says private keep out. I've noticed there is a caravan camped down on the beach. I don't know what the story with there is, but there's plenty of room down there to turn around, so I would have thought that no camping rules would have applied, but there again, who knows. No camping on boat ramp area. Aha. So obviously you can camp down here, but not where the boats are. Nice. So there is a gully that runs between the two parts of the town. That's it down there, and we'll go and have a look at the other side of it. Geez, there's some old buildings here. Some ornate ones too, what's more. Geez, there's all one here on the right, on the left at least. So I wonder what most of the people who live here do. So, Tickera. Nice. That's where we stayed last night, just there on the left. No signpost to tell you what is what and where's where and who's who and why. Town centre to the left. Toyota, Peninsula Toyota. Kia Motors, wow. Okay, we are in a decent sized town. Kia Motors, Nissan. Oh, we'll just walk across the street, she's right. Church of Christ there. Wombat Hotel on the left. One way down the middle. Grand old buildings here. This is an old copper mining town. I discovered last night. Wow, fantastic. Cinema. Well, they've certainly closed all the streets down to single lane. ARB 4x4 accessories on the corner. There's an Aldi over there. Like the old railway station on the right, looks like it. No railway line here any longer. Oh, go that way I think. The farm shed, tourism setup. Exhibition building looks like it's been there a while. Nice looking place for sale. You get out of the city centre and then you're back into that country town type of thing. So here's the tourism centre, the farm shed school. Stop on red signal. Alright, so there's a miniature railway runs around the thing. So Kadina is a fair size centre. Okay, we're going to leave here. So towing a town van this size through these small towns is not fun. Not fun for anyone actually. Okay, we're actually heading towards Port Wakefield, but we're going to stop at Kulpara and then turn and head up to Bute. That's the plan. This is Paskeville. And I think the action's over the railway line, so we might go and have a look over there. Well, where the railway line used to be many years ago, put it that way. Paskeville Deli Mart no longer. There's a caravan parked in the middle of the street down here. Well, in the street. Do a U-turn and come back down the street. I think the street is in remarkably good condition, or the road is. Okay, so there's the toilets, the Soldiers Memorial and the sports ground. Sporting facilities are alright. The Paskeville Magpies. The community centre in there as well. Interesting place, this one. Lovely old building just here. So that's Paskeville. What stories could this place tell, I wonder? Farewell to Paskeville. Well, I wonder how this started and how long it's been going for. There's about, I reckon it must be nearly a kilometre of fencing. And it's got soft toys all the way down. People have just been hanging their soft toys on the fence. It's not a fairly busy, it's not a busy stretch of road. Interesting stuff. It's a South Aussie teddy bear fence, it's called. There's a few bobs worth of teddy bears in that lot, I tell you. Well, there's the entry gate into the oval. There's the ticket box. Now the road to the left here takes us to Bute, and also eventually back to Port Broughton, which is where we're heading for tomorrow morning. Basketball courts, tennis courts, toilets, and there's the Memorial Hall. There's also this drive-through, which is the plantation, it says. And I assume that's a camping ground. I'm assuming you're allowed to camp here. There's evidence that people have done. This is Bute, B-U-T-E. All these businesses are just gone. Closed down over the years. where the railway line used to be. Hasn't been used for years. Bute Deli and Diner. Takeaway. Is it open? Doesn't look like it. Nursery. Crafts. The Heritage Shed. Bute Hotel. Post office. Now it appears that Bute had a business in town that employed a number of people, and the locals didn't particularly want their business here, so it packed up and it went to Kadina. That was about 15 years ago, and apparently the jobbers went and the town started to crumble. This place on the corner, apparently they've tried to get it up and going a few times, but run into hassles with the fact there's no toilets in it. They wanted to run it as a restaurant. Had to have toilets inside. Didn't matter that there's toilets over the road apparently, but that's just the way it worked. So as a result, it hasn't got going, but they've slowly been getting businesses back happening again. Apparently they need a carpenter in town at the moment, but otherwise they're pretty well okay. The deli on the corner where I just went and grabbed myself a pie, and I grabbed an apple pie as well, believe it or not. Big one, nice one. His daughter bought it and it was run down completely. Nothing was happening there, so she's restocked the place, reshelved it, and everything's starting to happen. But yeah, the joys of living in a small town and a community that made a bad decision at one point in time. That's the old post office there. There's a bromeliad nursery here. The guy I was talking to, the father of the girl who owns the business, he runs that, the bromeliad nursery. SES fire service. It's the rest area, CWA rest area, the council offices, I assume that is. Maybe not. Sports ground, nicely grassed. and banked. Big grand old building. I don't know what that's been in the past. So looks like it's probably been a hotel or something like that. Right Way Farming Australia Proprietary Limited. I don't know what's happened there because that's no longer happening. Well, that's Bute. Okay, right to Port Broughton and to Port Perry. One more run through the town main street and that's it. Well, we've got to find somewhere to camp up. I'll spend the rest of the afternoon just sleeping it off or doing whatever. Just found a perfect piece of ground to camp on, but unfortunately it's the golf course. I don't think they'd appreciate it terribly much. We're just gone 8:45 on Monday the 15th of April. We've just left the church where we've been staying for the last 2 or 3 nights, and 4 nights actually, and we're heading back in towards Bute, and then we'll head down towards Moonta, I think it is. Anyway, that's where we are at the moment. Okay, so we're leaving Bute and we're heading towards Moonta. Moonta's 47 away. Kadina is the first place we go through. This is a different road, so if few trucks been coming along on it as well, so I'm going to have to keep an eye open for them this afternoon, or this morning, this evening, whenever it is. Time to head towards Moonta, I think. So we passed the farm shed on the way out, which is the Terrace Bureau here. And I think now we're on the road to Moonta. Yeah, an interesting little place, North Yalta. Welcome to Moonta, Australia's little Cornwall. Shopping street down that way. Freemasons. Moonta Bay and Port Hughes. Looks like a cathedral around the way there. Reminds me a lot of Yorke in some ways. I think that's the closest we got to it in the west. This is Moonta Bay. Typical beachfront dwellings, I would think. Heading down towards Port Hughes at the moment. There's a groin, boat launching ramp, jetty, plenty of people on the jetty today. Port Hughes store. I've come in the wrong way. That'll be right. Some of the development going on around Port Hughes. I noticed that the caravan park is all but empty. They're charging 40 odd bucks a night. Would have thought if this is off season, then now would be a good time to drop the prices. We're back in town again. that was fun. We turned on the pump, nothing happened. Next thing she comes out and she's got a little hammer, a little rubber hammer, which she thumps and thumps the bowser with to get it working. Apparently when the weather changes or whatever, it goes a bit silly. So there we were. Well, that's our look around Moonta Bay and Port Hughes. The highway south takes us down to a place called Maitland. We've refueled our unleaded, so at least we have power. There's a place called Weetutta or something. Uniting Church, old roadhouse. That was Weetutta. Turn like just up here and takes us down to the coast, so we might do that. Balgowan, it says. This is Balgowan. Okay, the caravan park down here has powered sites but has no sullage, so in other words you've got to dispose of your water elsewhere. However, Maitland has a showground caravan park, it appears, Travellers Park, $25 a night, all facilities, so we might go and have a look at that and